Hello! Welcome to Let's Talk About Stuff-okey, where I, a random person on the internet, talks about stuff. Ave Maria, mia bella. We're getting into it, buckle in. Just a heads up, there might be some things I talk about in this video that some people aren't going to like. These are factual things, these are things that are accurate and true, and I have checked my sources multiple times. And if you do have an issue with them, please scroll away. For those of you who are still here, welcome! This video is going to be a continuation on where Aphrodite goes, and she has taken a huge big stop into Rome. This is something you learn very quickly about specifically Rome, is they very much like to grab other gods and goddesses from other countries. Specifically Greece, they would take a lot of gods and goddesses from Greece, and Aphrodite was one of those cases. Aphrodite, and they liked the concept of a goddess of love. The thing about Aphrodite, though, from everything I have talked about with her, is she didn't meet what they saw love was supposed to be. Because remember, there was a huge thing going on in Rome between Christianity and the Romans themselves. I don't know if I'm the best person to talk about how Rome looked like during this time. I recognize that I originally came from a place of religion, and that could shape my biases. Because religion is not history, and I recognize that there are some things that did happen historically that don't match up on my perspective. But I do very well know that Christians and Romans were not getting along at this time. But they did seem to have one thing in common. And I don't know how this ended up playing out, because I don't know how Christians got a hold of Aphrodite in the first place. I don't know if they even did. But there was clearly some Christian influence in a lot of the choices they made to Aphrodite during this time. Love in ancient Rome was represented as pure. It was pure, it was innocent, it was good, it was light. It was grace, and it was very much connected to religion. This is Aphrodite you see standing in a seashell, looking beautiful and gorgeous, and pretty much full of love and compassion. And this Aphrodite is probably the first one you were introduced to when you were a kid, if you were like me. This Aphrodite was so against a lot of her other character traits, it's the reason she comes off as bipolar. Anyways, that's 3 minutes.